The manhwa starts as we hear, eternal life, eternal life. Our MC wakes up from the noise around him. He was sleeping on the beach. He doesn't know how he got wherever this is, so he wonders where he is. We are told that he is in the audience seat of the mythological arena. Our MC's name is Lu Changsheng. He was a third-year archaeology student in his previous life. His friend appears beside him and tells him to stop daydreaming and get in the line quickly. Today is the once in a decade Divine Awakening Day. Lu wonders what's that. Now we get a flashback. 100 years ago, the mythological arena descended upon the continent. Gods from different nations were resurrected. Once a human turns 16, they can use the Divine Awakening Stone to summon a god. Those who successfully summon gain a divine power and represent their country in battles in the mythological arena. Okay, so far this manhwa is giving very Record of Ragnarok and Fate series vibe. Moving on, we are shown some poor guy summoning Lord Erlangshan. That does not go well. We are told that if someone summons the wrong name, their only outcome is death. We are told that the Chinese civilization has suffered a fracture, with much of its historical and mythological records buried in dust. Countless Chinese sages sacrificed their flesh and blood for a century of peace, yet the next generation struggles to remember their names, and I have to agree with this. Chinese history is so fascinating. Just look at how well they did with Black Myth, Wukong. There are so many more stories to be told. Now we are introduced to the City Lord, and everyone else is cheering and waiting as the Divine Awakening ceremony has officially begun. MC standing and looking very chill wonders if the ceremony fails, they turn to dust. He thinks this world is truly dangerous. We are finally introduced to, I must say, the most thick waifu ever. As everyone looks towards her, they mention that she is Lu Yanran, daughter of the top swordsman Lu Rufeng. She ranked first in the national exams, and with her pedigree she is bound to summon a powerful divine being. Lu's friend is very envious of the waifu. He states that she is from a good family, has excellent skills and is a true wealthy beauty. He says that if someone could win her over they would skip 10 years of hard work. The friend states that, it's a shame that Huaxia was on the brink of losing in the arena. He really hopes Lu Yanran can awaken a powerful god and fight for their country. He doesn't want to lose to Sakura Nation, neither does Lu. It's finally the waifu's turn. Lu Yanran goes to touch the divine crystal. The lord of the city hopes that she summons a high-tier god to save Huaxia, also known as China. As she touches the crystal, a bluish-purple phenomenon appears, which is the sign of a high tier, and 3 images of gods appear. Even Lu is shocked to see 3 images. He remembers that these are the same as his previous life. Everyone is shocked to see this. Waifu starts the chant. The name of the god of death will be passed down. Attack the nations and never surrender. The battle of Red stained the hills with blood. His heart shone through the sky. Slamming her hands together, she humbly requests the presence of the god of war, Bai Qi. MC starts talking and wondering that, wasn't Bai Qi part of the Battle of Chongping, a warlord from Qin dynasty in a battle from the late Eastern Han period. They're hundreds of years apart. Dude is really showing off that he is or was an archaeology student. He states that they have nothing to do with each other. His friend, while telling him to shut up, calls him crazy for questioning the top scorer of the national exam. He tells the MC that Lu Yanran comes from a scholarly swordsman family. Other people standing around join his friend and start calling him an ignorant student from a small place. They ask the MC, how is he fit to judge the top scorer, the daughter of a sword immortal? Someone else asks him about the nonsense of Battle of Chongping. Is he trying to make up history? Another mentions that according to historical records, the most famous battle is the Battle of Red Cliffs. MC thinks of them as pathetic and wonders that the modern civilization has completely collapsed. People have already forgotten their history. The city lord with happiness announces that the compatibility rate between Lu Yanran and her summon is 40%. She has awakened an S-rank god of war, Bai Qi. This was very much expected from the daughter of the sword immortal. The city lord and an elder talk. They ask who just said that Bai Qi was from the Battle of Chongping. Maybe just a mere clown. She has a great future ahead of her, but unfortunately, she will need time to grow. In the upcoming mythological battles they'll have to wait for the sword immortal Lu to return from the frontier. Waifu radiating with purple aura takes a walk goes back to the crystal. City lord wonders what she's doing. He wonders if she is trying to summon another unknown god. He notices that it's an emperor. We are told that human gods are weak and rare, emperor gods are even more unheard of. People start talking about her courage. They think that maybe it's Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty. Only Emperor Taizong conquered the world at a young age. He could be venerated as a legendary emperor throughout history. Unfortunately, the records of emperors in history are few and far between. MC thinks not. He knows what the people are talking about is wrong. He states that in the Sui and Tang periods, emperor garments were primarily yellow. In no dynasty did emperors ever wear black. Lu wonders something. Another elder appears and mentions that this the first time an emperor god has appeared in the arena in 100 years. According to historical records, there have been countless emperors in Chinese millennia-long history. This old guy is Li Xian, head of Tianxian, one of the 4 great academies of Huaxia. He states that choosing recklessly would be fatal for the waifu. The city lord tells Yanran that she is the future of Huaxia and cannot afford to fail. Yanran, while looking at the summon, tells him that if she walks away, this top-tier summon will vanish from this world. As waifu looks at the summon while looking absolutely gorgeous, the old guy tells her that they cannot risk their future top-tier fighting force. The old guy orders his assistant to notify Changsheng Academy that they will use 10 years' worth of nation's fortune to anchor the emperor's soul. He wants to see if one of the students coming for divine awakening can recognize it. The assistant summons his phoenix spirit and takes off to deliver the message. The old guy makes an announcement. Students, a top-tier god has appeared in Huaxia, possibly Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty. As they all know, a top-tier god is critical for the survival of Huaxia's future. We hear an announcer saying, suffering a devastating loss, he experienced bitter defeat. The announcer is the host, Aphrodite. She announces that Huaxia lost both rounds from Sakura. The elder tells everyone that Huaxia has already lost 2 rounds of the godly war. 1 more loss and they'll have to cede territory and make reparations. He tells them that without a top-tier god they are relying solely on the sword immortal. It gives them little hope. He understands that Huaxia's cultural fracture make it difficult to identify the gods, and makes it very risky. He tells them perhaps we'll die today. He asks who else dares to step forward and try. The students start wondering if this is the Emperor Taizong. They are also worried that if they guessed wrong, they might die. I am wondering about the 3rd female divine spirit. Where did she go? Who chose her? Anyway, let's continue. A student from Kyoto Academy wants to try. Another girl from the Magical Capital Academy wants to try. And slowly everyone agrees to try. MC, like the good student that he is, raises his hand and tells everyone that he knows the origin of this emperor and that it's different from the dean's judgment. While his friend is trying to calm him down, MC states his name and that he is from Jinling Academy, and wants to try. Others start talking. Jingling Academy ranked pretty low in the exams, or is he trying to show off risking his life? His friend tells him that summoning with the wrong name will get him killed, but MC is looking very confident. Lu walks up. The elder thinks he is very confident and wonders does he really have knowledge about the emperor. Elder still believes that it's Taizong, however he still believes in the student and allows him to try, stating that they should never stand in the way of Huaxia citizens' pure heart. On the other side of the arena are the students from Sakura Nation. They are shocked to see an unknown god appear in Huaxia. They wonder that how could a culturally impoverished country like them compete with Sakura Nation. They are really fearless and ignorant, trying to fight death over the summon. While everyone is calling MC names, he puts his hand on the divine crystal. Everyone including the waifu is shocked. The crystal emits a red phenomenon, looks like orange aura. People start wondering if the monkey has activated an unknown higher-tier god. Sakura, India, and Korea Nation start talking. Orange aura is the highest tier. In Huaxia history the highest aura has been purple. It was only India and Greece Nation ever produced orange aura. They are scared of the red aura and wonders if Huaxia even deserves it. The elder states that this is the aura of an SSS-Tier god. The current ranking levels are in order: white, green, blue, purple and orange. Only a few people know that above orange lies red. There is only one red summon, which is in the Vatican. City Lord wonders if there really is an SSS-Tier god in Huaxia's history. MC thinks that SSS-Tier is the limit of other gods, but it's not his limit. Even if other are SSS-Tier they cannot compare to him. Waifu wonders that MC's exam scores weren't ideal. Can he really summon an SSS-Tier? Aside from the Emperor God, MC has activated another SSS-Tier god. They all wonder what kind of a god is he. A giant red-orange axe-wielding spirit appears. The elder looking at it thinks, his muscles are bulging, his face rugged, and his strength is unmatched. He wonders, could he the ancient god, Xing Tian? MC standing all proud tells the elder that Xing Tian was headless, using his chest as his eyes, his belly as mouth, and wielding an axe and shield in battle. But this god has both head and limbs. How could he be Xing Tian? MC thinks that the myths of Huaxia have faded away for far too long. He wonders if this is the reason he came to this world. MC starts his chant. In the beginning Pangu created the heavens and earth, and with his mighty power he established the universe. Though his body perished, his spirit remains, nourishing the land and the people. MC bows his head and humbly requests the presence of first god of creation, Pangu. Sakura Nation audience section is shocked to hear, Creator God. Huaxia Nation audience section has the same reaction. Truly one can't judge a person by their appearance. They never thought he could summon an SSS-Tier. They wonder how does he know the identity of this Creator God. MC looks up to it stating, Pangu opened the heavens and the earth, his body transforming into all things. He's the most supreme summon. Suddenly system panel appears. Character, Lu Changsheng. Compatibility, 1%. Main god, Pangu. Man, these people are summoning divine beings like picking their starter Pokemon. Meanwhile, outside the arena a young boy is sweeping. He looks up to see Pangu, the leader of all the gods in Chinese mythology. Guy is like Chinese version of Zeus. The young boy wants to sound the fate bell and announce it to the world, and he does so. He picks up the hammer and gongs the bell 9 times. Here we are introduced to the sword immortal, Lu Qing. He asks his assistant if he misheard. She replies that no, he did not, and they did hear 9 rings. The elder is excited to know that MC and Pangu have formed a bond, and that Huaxia now has a supreme god, an SSS-level god. Waifu thinks the strongest god in Huaxia history only sounded the bell 3 times. Emperor Tokugawa of the Sakura Nation is furious. A mere boy from Huaxia summoned a supreme god. He asks Lord Matsumoto if he is confident in dealing with the MC. Matsumoto, a lord from Sakura Nation playing with his snake, states that, even if he's a new god-blessed individual with a supreme god, their compatibility is only 1%, it would be difficult for MC to summon Pangu in the arena. He states that with his current strength he can easily tear MC and his summon apart. They need to kill this Huaxia prodigy before he gets strong. Tokugawa orders his ninja to spread the word and initiate the named god war. They cannot allow MC to continue living. MC thinks that SSS-Tier is the pinnacle of most gods, but it is certainly not the limit of Pangu. While looking at the emperor summon, MC knows even though Pangu is great, but with his current compatibility, as he is thinking that, he gets lifted from the ground and we hear the announcer say, Sakura Nation consumes 10 years of national fortune, and by doing so they are initiating a named god war against Lu from Huaxia Nation. All contestants are to prepare for battle in 10 minutes. Everyone is taken by surprise as the MC is lifted up. MC has been transported. He thinks that the locked space has been transported to a different dimension. He has been transported to the inner realm and his projection is being shown to others in Huaxia. There is no turning back now. Waifu is angry at such insidious tactics. The Sakura audience, which was in panic before, have now started celebrating. Emperor Tokugawa tells us about the named god war. It serves 2 purposes. Not only does it grant victory in mythical arena, it also removes Huaxia's young god-blessed genius before he can grow. Furthermore, he thinks that Huaxia's sword immortal is easy to defeat, and as for the national consumed fortune, they'll deal with it somehow. Sword Immortal is informed about Sakura Nation's premature action of starting a named god war. This battle can only happen between individuals with S-tier gods or higher, and once started the locked fighters take the stage. No matter how high Lu may fly in the future, right now he is just a baby bird. The assistant informs the Sword Immortal that in this way Sakura Nation can move strategically. This is the first time named god war has appeared in the arena. They want to quickly get rid of the MC. All angry, the Sword Immortal vows that if anything happens to MC in the battle, on this day next year he will trample Shijing. Just a few minutes later the fight starts. The snake bastard wonders what this wet behind-the-ears child could do. The snake guy tells MC to watch out because even if the sword immortal was here, the purple snake guy could have teared him apart. MC wonders that Pangu should be impossible to summon, but the emperor god he just got might appear in the mythical arena. The purple dude taunts the MC that does he have the courage to face him. MC taunts back and tells him that his snake head would make great stew. Purple guy calls MC sharp-tongued, and tells him that he will personally sever his head and feed it to his snake god. Aphrodite appears and after welcoming everyone she tells them that the battle will be broadcast globally, and the participating nations are Huaxia and Sakura. So China versus Japan, she continues that this is the third match of the arena battle and currently Sakura nation has won 2 matches. If they win one more, Huaxia will be forced to surrender half its population and half its fortune to Sakura nation. Now we are given the rules. In each battle 5 gods will be randomly refreshed. The players may summon one of them. Once summoned the god cannot appear again in subsequent battle. It's a best of 5 format. The victor survives while the loser god perishes. Man, they are really ripping of Pokemon battles. Anyway, MC knows that victory means life and defeat means death. Hundreds of individuals have died at the hands of this Orochi. MC is going to settle both personal and national scores today. They will decide life and death. After both give confirmation of understanding the rules, their information is displayed for the audience. Matsumoto is a S-level god-blessed individual with an SS-Tier awakened god. Yamada no Orochi we already know about MC, so need for introductions. And so the battle begins. Both players are asked to summon their gods. Matsumoto steps into the god stone first and summons Yamada. Their compatibility is nearly perfect. He tells Orochi to settle down. He tells MC that his Orochi has already torn apart 2 of Huaxia's gods. MC steps into the god stone. Instead of Pangu other blue rarity gods appear. Huaxia audience is shocked. The purple bastard tells MC that today he will tear him apart. He calls his summon to obey his command and awaken. MC narrates to the Emperor Spirit, you should not be forgotten and nor should you be buried in the dust of history. People start wondering if Lu is going to summon the unknown God King. It would be way too risky. The elder from Huaxia starts telling everyone that it could be Tang Taizong as recorded in history. Waifu wonders that according to the secret archives, it could also be Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang from the Ming dynasty. MC starts the chant, the king of Qin conquered all under heaven, his might like a tiger. Wielding his sword, he swept aside the floating clouds, and the lords all came from the west, standing alone through the ages, a single emperor. MC joins his hands together, bows and says, the unworthy descendant of the later generations now pay respect to the founder of Huaxia, Yingzheng. Lu managed to summon another SS-Tier god. Everyone from Huaxia including the city lord start screaming, heaven bless Huaxia. The elder on the other hand is worried, human gods are weaker than demon gods, and the human god which Lu just summoned, may struggle to be a match for the 8-headed serpent at the same level. Now that both sides have successfully summoned their gods, the match begins. The purple bastard being all smug states that he knew MC couldn't summon Pangu. But what surprised him more is that MC summoned a frail human god. The purple bastard keeps laughing and taunting while the MC bows his head pays his respect. MC states that even though future generations forgot him and that is their shame. However, from today onwards, First Emperor's achievements will forever be remembered by his descendants. The Emperor unified the written language, standardized vehicles and roads, and united the people of 7 states. He planted the seed of unification in the hearts of the people of Great Xia. For 100 generations and 1,000 years, the people of Xia will remember that it cannot be divided. He ensured that the rivers and mountains were never again invaded by foreign tribes, and he built the Great Wall to protect the land and its people. He unified thought in the world, burning heretical texts and foolish books. Lu has 60% compatibility with Yingzheng. Everyone including the waifu is shocked as they wonder everything Lu just said. They wonder if there really was an emperor with such great achievements in history. Purple bastard mocks them, what if he is an emperor, what can a human spirit do? Emperor asks Lu about the purple bastard, Lu tells him that this guy is a foreigner who oppresses Huaxia. Emperor gets angry and states how dare a mere foreigner oppress Huaxia. Those who offend Huaxia must die. Sakura Nation's audience starts making fun of the emperor. The purple bastard taunts the emperor stating that he truly was an emperor once. He is brimming with authority. The snake Orochi mocks the emperor that how could a mere human god be arrogant enough to battle a true god. The snake heads wanted a thrilling battle. They mention he is so weak and small that he wouldn't even fill the gaps in their teeth. The emperor puts his hand forward and summons his blade, declaring his only regret is never having slain a god. All the audience from other nations keep belittling the emperor and laughing at him. Orochi doesn't care about the sword. He tells Lu and the emperor to wield it. The snake god lunges at them with his mouth, telling them that this strike will tell them the difference between a demon god and a human god. He tells them that how dare mere mortals blaspheme the gods. Orochi strikes and cracks the ground. Sakura Lord thinks that it's over. This human god from Huaxia, like the ones before him, will be easily torn apart. Other nations start joining the Lord in talking bullshit about Huaxia. They all believe that there is no way a human god could go against a demon god. Some are leaving the arena certain that Huaxia has lost. Just then a flash of light appears and the emperor swings his sword and bam, the attacking head of Orochi is sliced. The sliced head falls to the ground, shocking everyone. Even the waifu is amazed that the emperor cut the head of the serpent. With one swing of his sword, other head of Orochi comes forward and asks the emperor that without any divine power how can he unleash a force that even rivals strong gods. He asks him how did he do it. The emperor tells him that his sword and his technique is the chi refining technique of ancient Qin. His sword was forged by the countless chi cultivators of Huaxia, and his technique defies the heaven. The elder is excited knowing that his ancestors could create such an earth-shattering technique. Orochi tells them their technique is an amusing little toy, and it only severed one of his many heads. As he regrows his severed head, he tells them he can regenerate his limbs. He is immortal. As he is about to attack again, he asks with his open mouth, how could a mere human god hope to stop him? Orochi tells the main duo that the mortals ought to kneel before him. How dare they harm him? He tells them that they will be trapped in hell and never incarnate. The emperor tells Orochi that if he loses, he shall be in debt to the people of Qin, so what if he dies? However, emperor tells him that he has never lost in his life. Orochi gets angry at him and yells how dare you. All of Orochi's heads attack the emperor and the emperor starts cutting him. It's a fierce fight, like Pikachu versus Arbok. When the dust settles, Orochi tells them to give up as he starts mending his wounds. Audience section of Huaxia starts getting disappointed. They wonder if their human god can defeat this vicious demon god when it keeps mending its broken limbs. We get a close-up of the emperor. He has taken some strikes and his face is bleeding. He wonders that it never dies. No one can do that, even the most ancient divine beings. Their clash begins again. Emperor yells Orochi. He can feel it getting weaker. He asks Orochi that how many times can you repair yourself. Orochi strikes the emperor straight on and tells him to give up. The emperor slams into the ground. As emperor tries to get up, Huaxia's audience cries and mourns. The forefather of Huaxia has his blood spilled all over the arena. The elder of the academy tells the city lord to prepare for defeat. If the emperor doesn't die, he can continue to rule Huaxia and make it the world's best nation. They can't let him continue his sacrifice. Man, these people really give up easy. Anyway, let's continue with the fight. Emperor, while trying to get up, thinks that there are too many. It feels like it'll never end. But every time he attacks it feels like he's almost there. Emperor feels the aura from the great Qin, aura from all the land from of this whole world. His golden dragon starts to appear. Every Huaxia member with divine awakening summon their spirits to give their energy, like Spirit Bomb from Dragon Ball. As he stands up, the emperor knows he owns all this power coming to him. All the divine spirits from Huaxia start entering the arena to aid the great Qin divine emperor. The emperor orders all the divine spirits to attack and kill Orochi. And so each of Huaxia's divine spirits starts butchering Orochi. One of Orochi's head falls near the purple bastard from Sakura. He is shocked at how can a mere human summon so many divine spirits. He refuses to believe that Orochi can be defeated. The purple bastard thinks what if his spirit is losing. He's still in the fight. he looks at the MC and calls him foolish. He states, so what if MC is really talented? He states that there is no time for MC's growth. He summons his powers and starts glowing with purple aura. He states that if the guardian dies, it'll be counted as a loss. He appears behind the MC with his dagger, ready to strike him down. Waifu and Elder warn the MC and tell him to dodge. MC dodges the strike and grabs the attacker's arm, a little twist and turn and bam, down goes the weasel. The audience is shocked at this display of power from Lu. He just became a guardian and has lowest resonance with the creator. They wonder how strong could Pangu be. MC glares at the fallen bastard and states that even with the lowest resonance, his body is still as strong as a stone. The purple bastard gets up and commends MC for having such a strong body. He asks the MC does he knows in divine arts or any magic. He calls MC that he is still a piece of trash and summon his shadow clone and attacks with flying kicks. His clone can completely copy his skill and strength. Shout out to my boy Naruto here. Anyway, MC grabs their legs and slams the original and the copy into each other. MC calls him an SS class guardian indeed. He hits hard, into himself, lol. In Huaxia's audience stand boys and girls start fangirling over Lu. Sakura's audience stand on the other side starts to are crying because Orochi is about to lose. Sakura Emperor is shaken to his soul. He can't believe that the human god is so strong, and even the new divine guardian possesses such incredible strength. The divine spirits have turned Orochi into barbecue slices. Orochi while getting butchered yells, offerings. I want offerings. The people in Sakura Nation's audience start melting like wax. On the verge of death, Orochi starts eating souls of Sakura's audience and mends itself to get stronger, and so the big purple snake is back at full power. Lu while stomping the purple bastard states the same what the purple bastard mentioned before. When the divine guardian dies, the divine beast will return to its celestial origins. Lu while looking at Orochi thinks he needs to kill Orochi first to stop the fight once and for all. Orochi calls the duo foolish for going up against a divine beast such as him. While powering up with purple lightning, Orochi tells them that they are fighting against millions of citizens of Sakura Nation. Huaxia's emperor mocks Orochi and asks that he is okay with sacrificing his citizens as he wishes. Orochi yells that these citizens are sacrificing their lives. Emperor interrupts him and states that his citizens are becoming the source of energy for him to recover. Sakura audience is shocked and scared to hear this. Emperor tells them that he was fighting for his whole life and pursued the divine path in his elderly years. Everyone around him told him that he was foolish, but the emperor mastered one trick. Although he couldn't become divine, it's a technique that can save the world. As Emperor starts floating in the air, all the divine spirits bow to him. Emperor states that with this technique everyone becomes a dragon such as himself. It a technique where he shares his energy with others. Emperor while floating starts shining like the sun, sharing his life energy with every other Huaxia's divine spirit. He calls this technique the immortal chi technique. All the divine spirits become even more empowered, becoming more orange than before. Even the waifu notices that her resonance with the contracted deity is rising. Other divine guardians also start feeling incredibly strong. Even the one who were blind can see the light again. Emperor while looking a bit exhausted mentions that his whole life has been devoted to ensuring that the people of Huaxia can live peacefully and happily forever, and to wish that all people in the world can act like a dragon and stay healthy. Man, what a noble spirit. Huaxia audience starts crying such noble plans for their nation. Emperor while squatting and burning with aura states that he is willing to do anything for his people. The king of Hawk Nation thinks that while Orochi sacrifices his own people for strength, the emperor of Huaxia is willing to sacrifice his own life for his people. American audience is stunned at the amazing power of Eastern civilization, and OMG, I see what you did there, China. Emperor calls for all the celestial soldiers of the great Qin nation. All the divine spirits bow their heads and yell that they are here. Emperor still squatting orders them to kill the rest of Orochi heads. All the divine spirits heed the call of their emperor. They start attacking Orochi all over his giant body. Pieces of Orochi start falling everywhere in the arena. Orochi tries his purple lightning and knocks some spirits off him. Getting fucked, Orochi starts demanding more sacrifices from the Sakura Nation. he starts sucking the soul of the Sakura audience. Even the Emperor of Sakura is getting his soul sucked. While quivering he states that they can't carry on like this. Orochi is now sucking the soul of the elites of Sakura. He begs Orochi to stop and tells him that this is the end. Sakura Nation cannot keep paying this hefty price anymore. Sakura audience is getting angry. They yell that Huaxia's emperor hopes everyone acts like a dragon with kindness, while Orochi keeps asking for sacrifices. They start telling him to go die. Huaxia's emperor finally stands up from his log squat and points his blade towards Orochi, telling him that his people have abandoned him. Emperor brings forth his dragon and cuts the remaining Orochi into kebabs. Orochi's last head falls to the ground and starts turning to stone. Orochi is dead. MC while standing over the purple bastard states that with Orochi dead there is no reason to keep his guardian alive. MC stomps on his neck, breaking it and killing him. Man, talk about ruthless. I love it. Do it more. Aphrodite now formally announces that Lu has won and the score with Sakura Nation is now 1-2. Sakura audience can't believe that the monkey did it. He won. City Lord is proud of MC. The elder of Huaxia's academy can't believe that a mere mortal stood shoulder to shoulder with a divine beast and ended up defeating the divine beast. Aphrodite, looking absolutely stunning, states that the performance even shocked her. She mentions that after a short break there will be another divine battle. She asks the divine guardians to get ready. Huaxia's emperor is fucked up. He can't even stand without the support of his sword. He is breathing heavily and looks tired. Huaxia's audience can't believe that their forefather got so tired. Elder mentions that it's because there are hardly any believers of the emperor in Huaxia Nation. The battle has wounded the emperor greatly. MC runs towards the forefather. Emperor, while vanishing, tells Lu that he can't continue fighting alongside him. Emperor tells him that he has a dream. Emperor hopes that all life in the world fades to ashes, and the Emperor returns to what I assume his pokeball, or as they call it, the celestial realm. Everyone in Huaxia starts asking if the forefather is gone. Academy elder states that the power of a god is dependent on the number of believers, and no one believed in the forefather before this battle. Elder states that the emperor really gave his all in the battle. Huaxia's audience and the elder cry for disrespecting their emperor. Stats window appear and we find out the Lu's reserve god. The emperor has frozen and cannot be summoned again. To summon him again he need more believers. MC tells everyone that their forefather isn't gone, they just need to believe harder. MC notices that after summoning the emperor his resonance with Pangu has also increased. MC thinks that if he keeps summoning other deities in the future, his resonance with Pangu will increase and he'll be able to summon him into this world. Forefather isn't gone, he's just resting in his pokeball for now. When his name is praised again in Huaxia, he will return. Huaxia's audience is relieved that their forefather is still with them. Academy elder tells the city lord and everyone else to record what their forefather done in the history, so it is known forever. They can't let the gods of Huaxia be buried in history. Sword Master is glad he was finally able to make it near the arena. He is glad that Lu managed to kill that bastard Orochi. The assistant lady that was with him gives a sinister smile, and with her blood she starts the divine arena. She puts her hand forward and challenges the Sword Master. Windows appear informing us that Sakura Nation's Miko Hanma challenges Huaxia Nation's Lu Qing to divine duel. Battle will start in 10 minutes. Qing is shocked to find out that she is a spy from the Sakura Nation. Hanma, while opening her hair and getting rid of her disguise, states that she was with Qing for 10 years, waiting for a chance like this. She mentions that without Qing, even if Huaxia has a talented young divine guardian, they are doomed. Now revealing her true self and her true boobs, she states that Huaxia now belongs to Sakura Nation. Qing pulls out his sword and summons his divine spirit, ready to beat the crap out of this sexy spy. In the arena, Elder is informed by some background character about what happened outside. Elder informs everyone else that the Sword Master has been attacked by a spy and he won't be able to make it here on time. They need someone else for the next battle. Audience is angry. They can't believe how petty Sakura Nation is. Man, they are really taking it out on Japan. They know it's a matter of life and death, but without Sword Master it'll be hard for them to win. We are told that 2 out of the 4 Huaxia Masters were killed by Orochi, and over the past few years Sword Master alone has been responsible for Huaxia's victory. Elder is worried that the fourth battle is about to begin. Elder, while summoning his divine phoenix, states that Lu must be tired from the last battle and therefore, Elder himself will take on Sakura Nation. MC, being all edgy, says, "Nah." He says that he'll win, so they should let him enter the battle. Elder tells him to not force himself. MC's friend speaks up, stating that MC won't know every deity he summons, he should let the Elder go. Even the waifu interacts with MC, telling him that the Elder is the best, is Huaxia, he'll have a better chance at winning. MC, standing all stubborn, like channels his Martin Luther King Jr. and states that he once had a dream. Everyone looks around and there is a new orange aura in the stadium. Mixed with the phoenix, MC continues that there was an old god in his dream, he was smiling and comforting him, and after woke up from his dream he learned the hidden legacy of Huaxia. His friend and waifu are shocked, it seemed like they felt some aura. MC states that in the past there was the great Ru who obtained the path of life, he also obtained the path of immortality. Elder talks to MC and states that understanding the path is not uncommon. Now Elder knows why MC knows all the deities of Huaxia. Elder mentions that he knows MC wants to prove himself, but he is more experienced, he too knows all about the deities of Huaxia. City Lord tells MC that he is young and talented, there is no need for him to sacrifice himself. Elder's phoenix appears over them and MC starts absorbing its aura. The blazing phoenix is giving its power to MC. This phoenix is the Elder's spirit from 1,000 years ago. Audience talks that the master's casual description gave the swallow its uniqueness. The swallow, now known as phoenix, was never recorded before. Elder, after witnessing his spirit giving its power to MC, agrees that Lu knows a lot more about Huaxia's hidden mythologies. Elder agrees to send him to battle but tells him to rest before the battle because summoning another divine spirit will drain more stamina. MC and waifu finally come face to face, and like a vacuum on full sucking power, MC starts absorbing the power of waifu's spirit. The guy is like Kirby at this point. As they walk past each other, waifu wonders what Lu is doing. Audience starts talking that Lu is about to summon a S-tier god for Huaxia, but doing that will shorten MC's lifespan. Lu is lighting up Huaxia with his own life. Aphrodite, standing in the arena, announces that the fourth battle between Huaxia and Sakura will start soon. Looking absolutely stunning, she announces that Lu will be representing Huaxia again after his amazing victory. Whoever wins will get to keep Huaxia. Lu's SSS-Tier Pangu cannot be summoned yet, and his SS-Tier Emperor is frozen. That's why he needs to summon an S-tier spirit now. On the Sakura side is Momo Sakura. She has pink hair and is wearing a Japanese kimono. She bows to Lu and tells him that it's a pleasure to meet him. It is announced that Lu will be representing Huaxia yet again. Sakura audience starts mocking that Huaxia has no other talent and that's why they are sending MC to fight again. They mock and laugh at MC as his summoned deity just fell in the last battle. They think that Sakura has a great chance to win now. Sakura Emperor thinks that their sexy, shadow spy has taken action, and her deity is best at bewitching. And this time they'll end Huaxia. We are back in the arena and Momo Sakura is looking like an absolute treat. Huaxia audience can't believe that Sakura sent a fair maiden. They are stunned at her beauty. Huaxia's Academy Elder is pissed because there is no information on this Momo Sakura. Momo touches the divine crystal and multiple Sakura's deities come out. We are told that there are only 50 seconds left to summon. Momo is deciding which deity to summon. Huaxia audience starts screaming at MC to summon quickly. Time is running out. They yell that they're less than a minute left. What is MC waiting for? And we see a gorgeous beauty appear. Momo summoned Tamamo no Mei, a kitsune or the nine-tailed fox, and man, both girls look so hot in this panel. American audience have no idea who this kitsune is. Some even wonder if she is an angel from the heaven. She is divinely beautiful. Even the monks of Tianju Nation got their hearts fluttered looking at her. Huaxia audience is in a state of complete absorption at her beauty. This kitsune has never been seen in the divine arena. They hope that Lu stays focused and not get all horny looking at her. MC, being the clever piece of shit that he is, thinks that of course Momo summoned the kitsune. She is the leader of the three demon gods forces of Sakura Nation. Now that MC knows Momo's deity, there is no need to wait anymore, and MC touches the divine crystal, and it glows bright white. MC turns his head and notices that it's him, and there it is, a giant hog with a giant rake. City Lord and Elder are shocked to see that MC is summoning a demon deity. Both his friend and waifu are worried because Lu's assigned deities are human deities, and the assigned deities controls the type of deity one can summon. Since Pangu was a human deity, summoning a different type of deity means death. MC bows before the giant hog, he states his name and welcomes the great heavenly general, Iron Hog. Sakura audience states that what MC is trying to do is idiotic, he has run out of tricks, the person who tried to summon a demon deity before him died immediately. Sakura Emperor thinks that MC is low on power and he has no choice to summon a demon, it's a choice that'll kill him, and would you look at that? The Iron Hog transforms and breaks out of his hog shell and turns into a human deity. Sakura audience is shocked at this new development. Huaxia audience calls MC insane for pulling such a stunt. Elder think it could be possible that Pangu is not limited to human deities, that's why MC could summon the hog. Elder smiles and states that Pangu is more profound than they imagined. Huaxia has some hope now. Sakura Emperor is pissed that although that deity is a demon, it can still become a human. He promises that all men will succumb to the allures of Kitsune. General stands tall in the arena and asks WTF, are they talking outside? MC tells him that this is the divine arena and other nations are trying to take over Huaxia. MC bows before the general and begs him to help him in fighting deities of other nations. The general shrinks his rake and states that he hates fighting, he just wants to sit and stare at the moon, spend time with her, he does not give a fuck if others are invading Huaxia. General walks away while MC is begging him to wait. MC asks him if he still wants to meet Chang'e. She is the moon deity in Chinese mythology. MC asks if he still wants to meet Wukong and Master Right. Oh, crap, we gonna get Monkey King in future chapters. Am excited. General states that very few people know of them in this era and yet MC talks about Chang'e, that monkey and that monk. By the way, that monk is Monk Tang Sanzang or Tripitaka. From Journey to the West, MC states that not only does he know them, he can summon them. General laughs and mocks MC and asks that if he could do that with his strength. MC tells him that he knows that the Iron Hog does not want to be someone's pawn, but if MC could summon the deity of Huaxia, it will light up the night sky and restore his dignity. It will lead to Chang'e, Wukong and Tripitaka all escape from their confinements and obtain freedom. MC asks General again, now if he will fight for Huaxia. General starts surging with aura and asks if MC is really messing with him. General transforms into the Iron Hog and in anger smacks MC. Iron Hog grabs MC by his neck and starts crushing it. While MC is struggling to breathe, he asks the Iron Hog, what about this deity? And we see the spirit of Pangu appear behind MC. Iron Hog is shocked to see Master Pangu and lets MC go. Iron Hog is amazed to know that Lu can summon Master Pangu. Iron Hog underestimated him. While panting, MC asks the general if now he would fight for him. Iron Hog states that his Master Pangu is willing to help MC. He too will trust him. General asks MC, so who are they fighting? They are both stunned to see the two women standing in front of them. MC mentions that she is another nation's nine-tailed deity. She tempts people with her charm and attracts males using her alluring beauty. Iron Hog cracks his knuckles and states that easy. He thought it'd be troublesome. Sakura audience is laughing at the Huaxia duo. They not even ready yet. They think that Lu is completely charmed by Momo Sakura. They mock the general for being a fat pig with big ears. Iron Hog slams his rake on the ground and transforms back into his handsome human form. Bangzi audience are enchanted by the general's human form. Tianzhu audience thinks that they cannot underestimate the power of Huaxia's monster deity. Eagle Nation wonders if general can hold out under the fox's charm. Momo while walking addresses Lu. And while stripping she states that Lu and his summoned deities are quite handsome, and that she has a great proposal for him. Momo strips off her kimono to reveal her new dress and blushing boobs. She throws her kimono to reveal her new sexy and skimpy dress and asks Lu to join the Sakura Nation. While looking absolutely radiant she states that they will treat him with the highest order. Unlike Huaxia Nation, they won't make someone who just awakened his powers fight multiple times in a row. And in sultry voice she states that Sakura Nation will help him and his deity to grow and develop. Huaxia Elder states that Sakura is using psychological attack. City Lord yells at MC to not fall for her tricks. Momo tells MC that he can have all the money and power, and he can also get her. Damn boy, she is spicy. Huaxia audience thinks that even though Sakura Nation sucks, Momo is thick as fuck. If they were offered power, money and Momo they would have accepted the deal already. Everyone wonders how will Lu decide. MC just stands there and then refuses the offer. Momo slightly striping again tells MC if she isn't good enough, MC can pick any women from the Sakura Nation, and we see sexy and thick women from Sakura audience. MC takes the rake from Iron Hog and using Heavenly Soldier projection he shrinks it down to his size. Now that Iron Hog has decided to fight for MC, MC can use his weapon, the 9-tooth rake. Momo Sakura while pointing her finger and her boobs at MC states that it's a shame MC could have had a bright harem-filled future. MC states that when he was learning history his professor told him something, truth is within the range of cannon, honor is within the range of blade. MC states that if he escapes, her bullying would get even more brutal, which means that if he forfeits and goes to Sakura Nation they will bully and tease him or suck him dry. Wink, wink. MC continues that if he escapes how can he face the millions of people of Huaxia? He exclaims that Huaxia is a nation of virtue, and here they meet friends with delicacies and enemies with weapons. Huaxia audience on hearing this speech snaps out of Momo Sakura's charm and mention that they only have guns for Sakura, plus MC already got a thick waifu. Audience is ready to destroy all who stand against Huaxia. MC is the leading warrior of Huaxia. They start chanting, let horses from the southern mountains drive out the invaders, and seal the wolf's den. This is a man's true desire, and I believe that all these men are dry as fuck if they don't want to hit that Momo Sakura. Anyway, scene shifts and we see the child still sweeping in the Myriad Deity Temple, and suddenly a fiery scripture appears, and it lights a lamp. Child exclaims that it's open and that Huaxia is at least 2 times as lucky now. MC jumps up and swings the rake, ready to attack. Momo brings out her weapon which is a folding fan, also known as flat uchiwa or sensu. MC smacks the rake and Momo tries to block it with her fan. She is sent back from the force and thinks that this newbie can hit so hard. Phrasing, while panting she states that she cannot spare MC.